So today is March 23rd, 2022. I would like to open the City of Springfield License Commission meeting to order at 5:33 p.m. First item on our agenda is the approval of the minutes for March 9th, 2022 License Commission meeting. Did the commissioners have an opportunity to look at the minutes?
Yes.
Any corrections?
No.
I did see on the third order of business, it says that the license pledge for Winchester Liquor was motion to continue till April 13,
Correct.
2022. And it is on our agenda for today. So,
Yes, it is. That's an error, I believe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Peter.
I believe that's an error.
Okay.
I believe so.
So it should be corrected.
We just,
Well,
no, not the minutes though. We could just continue the item on the agenda, right?
Okay.
Correct. Yeah. The error is on the agenda. It
Correct.
shouldn't be listed until April 13th.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. So that was the only question that I had. So if we don't have any other questions, I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes for the March 9th meeting.
Second.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner Ramirez,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. Okay.
Okay.
So
I'm sorry, Madam Chairwoman, prior to us beginning tonight, and there's while we have some other folks on the phone, and I see a couple of attorneys, which will be good for them to know, is the governor has set out new standards for Zoom meetings for boards and commissions, and that we are going to begin to stream live starting our next session. So the good news is there will not be a need for bifurcated hearings, right? So we can do it all in one night because we don't have to wait for public input because the public will be allowed in during the course of the meeting. So that should help us in terms of time and delay and people having to come back that second time. Now, with that being said, we do have the new petitions here, but beginning next time, well, I guess it won't affect these, but the meeting thereafter, we will have it be live streamed where people can join the meeting, the community as well, the public can join. And so public input will no longer be a concern. The bifurcated nature of the hearings will no longer be a concern. So I'm excited about that because I think it's resulted in some delays, but things should go quicker now. So I just wanted to communicate that out.
good, thank you. I am just sending the link, the meeting link to Commissioner Cade.
I have it. Thank you.
Oh, here you are. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So we'll continue and move on. That's good news, Attorney Days.
Mm-hmm.
Not having to have the bifurcated meetings.
Right.
So we'll move to the second item on the continued petitions. Second item is the new annual all alcohol license for Korean Asian DBA Barbecue, DBA Korean Asia Barbecue located at 1380 Boston Road, Mingdong, the manager of record. Good evening.
Hey.
Attorney Days, did we receive any public input?
No more than none that I'm aware of.
Okay. Okay. Is there anybody to speak on behalf of this petition? No.
So,
You know what? Let me go back. Oh no, that was Wing Madness. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, in that case, I make a motion that we approve the annual all
Oh,
liquor
can
license.
I have a question. Mr.
Yes.
Chen, your hours of operation you stated at the previous meeting is 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Is that correct?
On the weekdays is 11 to 10 p.m. On
Yeah.
the weekend is 11 to 11.
Okay, so the license we will give you will have, we generally make the closing time the same all during the week. So
Yeah.
11 a.m. to 11 p.m. sufficient for you?
That's good. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay. So I make, Peter, would you like to make that
I'll make the
motion?
motion. I make a motion to approve a new all alcohol restaurant license for Karen Asian Barbecue, DBA Karen Asia Barbecue, BBQ, located at 1380 Boston Road, Ming Dong, manager of record with an 11 p.m. closing restriction. Do I hear a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Oh, no, we can't do that. Sorry. Rosa?
Commissioner Cade,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner Ramirez,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes.
Great.
Good luck, Mr. Don.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, who
Thank you.
seconded that?
That was Commissioner
Thank
John.
you. Thank you.
So Alicia, starting with when we go back to the public hearings, can we do all those in favor? Or do we still have to do roll call?
That's a good question. Let me double check that.
We're just getting used to doing the roll call thing, so
Right.
not me though.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay. Okay, so the third item on the agenda is a petition for a change of location for Tyler John Inc., DBA TJ's Wine and Spirit, 28 Verge Street, Haymarket Square, to the Haymarket Square on Boston Road. Joyce Wilson, manager of record. I know last time Attorney Monteleschi was a part of the meeting.
Yes,
Oh,
hello. I'm
here you are. Hi.
Hi.
Ms. Days, Attorney Days, did we receive any public input regarding this petition?
Not that I'm aware of, no, Madam Chairperson.
Okay. Any questions from the commissioners?
No.
No. Okay, in that case, then I make a motion to approve the change of location for Tyler John Inc., DBA TJ Wine and Spirit from 28 Verge Street to Haymarket Square on Boston Road. I hear second.
Second?
Okay, Commissioner Cade,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner Ramirez,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. Good luck. Thank you for coming.
Thanks, Jane.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alicia, should we vote on continued petition number 1 for Winchester Liquors?
No, I'll just put on the minutes that it was on the agenda in error.
Fine.
Okay.
All right.
The first item on the new petition is a petition for a change of hours for Wing Madness in Springfield, DBA Wing Madness located at 1287 Liberty Street, Desmond Mills, manager of record.
And I did receive, I don't have anything written, but it's my understanding that the neighborhood council is in agreement with Wing Madness changing their hours.
And what are the new hours going to be?
2 a.m., is that correct? Who's speaking?
Unmute yourself.
Yes.
Des?
What are the new hours?
You need to unmute yourself.
Okay,
Yeah.
the new is gonna be 11 a.m. until 2 a.m.
11 a.m. to 2 a.m.?
Correct.
Okay,
7 days a week?
That's correct.
okay. Any other questions from the commissioners?
How long have you been open, Des?
We've been open since 2018,
Oh.
4
all right.
years now, and no
So far, so
issues. No.
Good,
We like no issues.
yes.
Any other questions from the commissioners?
No.
Okay, So I make a motion that we approve the change of hours for Wing Madness, Springfield LLC, DBA Wing Madness, located at 1287 Liberty Street, Desmond Mill, the manager of record. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, Commissioner Cade,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner Ramirez,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. Thank you and good luck.
All right, thank you, appreciate it.
You're good.
Okay. The second item on the agenda is a change of manager for 881 Carew Street LLC, DBA Fuego Sports Bar, located at 885 Carew Street, from Ralph Laberger to Pedro de Leon as manager of record. Mr. De Leon, you're here.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Good evening.
Attorney Kelly, are you representing him?
I do, yes. Good evening.
Good evening.
As you pointed out, this is a change of manager from Mr. Laberge to Mr. De Leon. Let me give you a little bit about background on Mr. De Leon. He's currently employed as a firefighter at Bradley Airport. His work schedule, it took me a few minutes, I had to write it down, but he works 1 day on, 3 days off, as he informed me. So if a month has 30 days in it, he works 7 days. If a month has 31 days in it, he works 8 days a month. So that will allow him the time to do this job. He's been doing that for 12 years. He's a supervisor down there. And when he's on, he supervises 4 other people in his department. There are 2 different stations down at the airport. He's station number 2. Right, thanks. I got it right. Number 2. In addition to that, prior to that, he was in the Army. He's been in the Army for 15 years. He spent 8 years active duty as a squad leader in the infantry. So I feel confident that he's trained and ready to take on much more than whatever it could take to be a manager at a bar in Springfield, we hope. In addition to that, he spent 7 more years in reserves, again, as a squad member in the infantry. As you know, this is probably best known for decades as the Blarney Stone. You transferred it to the new owners sometime, I believe, late last year. They've been open for a few months. They went in there and repainted it, did some startups. So they've been open for a few months. Their hours are noon to 2 a.m. On the days that he is not working, which is only be 7 days a month or 8 days a month, Mr. De Leon will be there all of noon to 2 a.m. On the few days a month that he is working, the owner will be there. Mr. De Leon is tip certified. Every server there is tip certified. There are 5 servers there. There are 3 non-servers there that are bouncers. They're in the process of becoming tip certified. I thought it was a good practice that even though they don't touch alcohol, just the tips training would be helpful to them. So just want to let you know that. And it's a condition of employment to serve alcohol, to work there, to be tip certified. As you probably know, if you've been in there for any reason, compliance check or any other reason, it's one of the smaller places that you actually license. It's extremely small. I mean, I can't overstate how small it is. The capacity is 40, and that, keep in mind, includes employees. So it's an extremely small space. I feel Mr. De Leon's, perhaps the fact that he hasn't been involved in bars before, but his experience being a squad leader, being trained in the infantry in the Army for 15 years, being a supervisor at the airport, being a fireman, being a paramedic, being an EMT, being certified in all those, I think and being a manager of people for years, puts him in a good position to handle this job. He's been working there kind of on and off since they opened, and he's looking forward to working into this role as the new full-time manager. I've explained that he'll be responsible for all the issues there, whether he's there or not, although minus those 7 days or so a month, he will be there every minute they're open. And I anticipate when you go there, you'll see him there. And again, it's a very small place. So for all those reasons, we'd ask you to look favorably on the application.
Any questions from commissioners?
Mr. De Leon, you live in East Springfield?
Yes, sir. 45 Canton Street. I actually own a house up there.
Okay. So Attorney Kelly has explained to you that you are answerable to this commission should there be any violation of Massachusetts liquor laws.
Yes, sir.
Your responsibility. Okay. That's it.
You accept that responsibility?
Yes, I do.
Okay, any other questions from board members?
It is one of, I think it was the second smallest Springfield bar until the Stonewall closed, and now it might be the smallest.
Yeah, that was pretty small too. Okay, so as Attorney Kelly, you know, these are bifurcated meetings still. So we will continue I'm going to make a motion to continue this this petition until our next meeting, just to allow for public input.
Alicia, does a change of manager now have to be bifurcated?
No.
No. Okay, so we can vote today.
Yes.
So I make a motion that where's my paperwork? I make a motion to change, that we approve the change of manager for 881 Peru Street LLC, DBA Fuego Sports Bar to Mr. Pedro de Leon.
Second.
Okay. Commissioner Cade,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner Ramirez,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, the third item is a petition for farmers winery license to sell at a farmer's market for home fruit wine located at 200 Trafton Street, the Sir Arena parking lot in Forest Park. Lori Perkins is the manager of record.
Hello.
Hi. Okay. So
Lori, have you done this before, Lori?
Yeah, this will be our 4th year.
Oh, okay.
So we haven't had any problems there. We thank you for allowing us to be there in the past. We have all our certifications all good for this year, and we're ready to go. Looking forward to the spring.
What are the hours of the farmer's market?
It's 1:30 to 6.
1:30 to 6, and this license is from May 3rd to November 22nd?
Correct.
And no one will be drinking at Sear.
Well, in the past,
Parking lot,
they had allowed us to do 1 ounce tastings at no charge. I was giving 1 free tasting per customer. That had stopped during COVID, and I don't know if they will allow that again or not. But it was allowed in the past.
Okay. Oh, so one 1 ounce taste per customer,
Correct.
and you check their ID.
Yes, they have to have a legal ID.
So you're
And are-
waiting to hear from
are you-
Department of Agriculture or somebody to let you know whether you can do that?
Usually it's the Board of Health.
Oh. Okay.
That's what I was told for the one in Amherst anyways. It was
Okay.
the Board of Health.
Okay.
so what exactly does that mean? The 1 ounce tasting, is it 1 ounce per item that you have, or is it just 1 ounce?
It's just 1 ounce. I usually open just 1 bottle and serve from that 1 bottle. You know,
Okay.
just do a 1 ounce pour from that 1 bottle. I may have 2 different kinds open at a time, but no more than 2 at a time.
Okay. Okay. And the person that will be serving that 1 ounce they do have to be tip certified, correct?
Yeah, that's me. I am.
That's you,
certified.
and you are. Okay, great. And, you know, just like with everyone else, you do understand that's a big responsibility. And you are, and you accept that responsibility.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Any other questions?
Just for clarification, Madam Chair. So if a person has 1 ounce and he would like to maybe get a taste of your second bottle, he is prohibited or she is prohibited from that?
Correct. Usually if they want to taste both, if I have 2 bottles open, I will do a half a taste.
Okay, all right,
That way they're only getting 1 free taste.
okay.
Okay. Okay, any other questions?
No.
Okay, and Attorney Days, I'm not sure, I mean, this doesn't have to be bifurcated. No, Peter is shaking his head no.
Say no.
No, and
No.
it's seasonal, yeah, so you don't
It's seasonal.
need to
Oh,
bifurcate.
okay. So I make a motion that we approve the petition for the farmer winery license to sell at the farmer market for home fruit wine. Is there a second?
Second,
Should I mention the dates on that?
I would.
Attorney Days? Yes.
Yeah, and I'll have that reflected in the minutes of May 3rd to November 22nd.
November 22nd. Okay, great. Is there a second?
second,
Okay. Commissioner Cade,
yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner Ramirez,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. Okay, good luck.
All right, thank you very much.
Good
Nice
night.
to see you all again this year.
Good night.
Likewise, good night.
Good night.
Okay, the fourth item in the is a petition for change of officer, director, LLC manager for Texas Roadhouse Holding, LLC, DBA Texas Roadhouse located at 12 Mall Street. Beth Croner, the manager of record.
Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the board, Elizabeth Pisano from Upton, Connell, and Devlin on behalf of the applicant, Texas Roadhouse Holdings LLC. The applicant is seeking to add Donna Epps as a director and remove Doug Thompson as the COO without a replacement. And there are no operational changes at the restaurant, just this officer change.
Has this already been approved by the ABCC and just has to be ratified by the local boards?
Correct. Yep, we did. Oh, actually, no.
Oh,
Usually we do that. We go through the inverted process when we have all the big chains. But because this had the Texas Roadhouse has less than 10, we did each one individually. So it did not, it did not go through the inverted process this time.
Okay. Does anybody else have any questions? No.
Nope.
Then I make a motion that we approve the petition for change of officer, director, LLC manager for Texas Roadhouse Holding LLC, DBA Texas Roadhouse located at 12 Mall Street. Beth Croner, the manager of record.
second.
Commissioner Cade,
Yes,
Commissioner Ramirez,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes.
And me.
Good night.
Thank you very much.
Good night. The fifth item on the agenda is a petition for change of manager. Is a petition for change of manager and management agreements for Andy and Jassy Inc., DBA Crazy Andy's Liquors located at 711 Boston Road, Pedro Pedraza, the third manager of record. Who is here on behalf of Crazy Andy?
Pedro Pedraza is the old manager,
He's the old manager?
outgoing manager.
I believe we have Josh Levine here.
Yes, Attorney Josh Levine here for Levine Law, and I also have Mr. Tushar Patel, the prospective manager, is with me.
Okay,
Happy to introduce him if you'd like, Mr. Chairman.
yes, please.
Crazy Andy Liquors has been operating at 711 Boston Road now for about 4 years.
Could other people mute out? I don't know if that's what's giving us the feedback.
They're now seeking to change the manager to Mr. Tushar Patel and also seeking approval of a management agreement for Mr. Patel. Mr. Patel has been working at Crazy Andy since January of this year. He previously worked as a manager at One Stop Liquor here in Springfield. Crazy Andy has 5 employees and 1 or 2 are always in the store. Mr. Patel is tips trained and all the other employees in the store are also tips trained. Mr. Patel plans on spending at least 40 hours a week in the store. And as for the management agreement, I spoke with Mr. Sacramone from the ABCC executive, the executive director, and because this is not a normal procedure for the management agreement, which is not a normal place where you'd see one. Normally it would be in a hotel or something of the like. But Mr. Patel would be signing as the manager and an employee of the store as well, where he will be managing the store, and there will be an agreement in place where he will take 2% of the sales of the store as his salary, while Andy and Jassy Inc. will continue to have the financial control over the finances of the store, and will can revoke the agreement. Will ultimately have will keep control of the license, but Mr. Patel will handle the day-to-day operation of the store. And as I said, his compensation is 2% of the overall sales of the store. I'm happy to answer any questions, and Mr. Patel is here with me.
19 years, I have never seen a management agreement on a package store. This is something new.
Mr. Stefano said the same thing.
The term of this agreement is 1 year?
That's correct. And that was intentional to try it out. And if it continued on, we would renegotiate at the end of the year.
So would you have to come back next year to have us approve another one?
I believe so. That would be my understanding, because this would terminate and it has no extension options.
Right, so you just return for the new contract, if in fact you guys continue and wanted a new contract.
Interesting.
And if it does go well, that we could always do a longer contract. So in that case, we wouldn't have to come back every year, would be our intention.
Okay. Mr. Patel, where do you live?
West Springfield, 74 Mercury Court, West Springfield.
Okay. And Mr. Patel, you've been the manager of record for a liquor license before?
Yeah, last 4 years, One Stop Liquor, Springfield.
Okay. And if I heard correctly, you'll be there about 40 hours a week?
Yes.
Okay. So what are the hours for the establishment right now?
9 to 5, Monday, and 9 to 6, Monday to Friday.
So those are the hours you're going to work?
Yeah.
Okay, so who will be there after 5 and after 6 on the weekend?
Owner is here too now, after 5 or 6.
Who will be, I'm sorry?
Owner.
The owner?
Andy is here then.
Okay.
So the owner is going to be there at night after you leave?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's our crazy Andy in the background behind Tushar.
Hi, Mr. Crazy Andy. So you are going to be there at night?
Correct.
Okay. Do any other commissioners have any questions?
So are Mr. Patel, are you tip certified? Did we review that?
Yes, sir.
And all your employees are tip certified?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're going to keep a copy of all their certifications up to date and on file in the store?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So even though Crazy Andy is going to be there after 5 and 6, Mr. Patel is still the person who is definitely in charge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. So you do understand that although you leave at 5 or 6, and Mr. Crazy Andy will be there, if anything were to happen, you're responsible for what happens after you're gone.
Okay, correct, yes.
Okay, and you accept that responsibility.
Okay, yes.
Okay. Okay, any other questions from the commissioners? Okay, then I make a motion that we approve the petition for manager, for change of manager agreement for Andy and Jassy Inc., DBA Crazy Andy's Liquors located at 711 Boston Road, Tushar Patel, manager of record.
Second.
Second. Commissioner Cade?
Yes.
Commissioner Ramirez?
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa? Yes. Okay, good luck
Thank you. Have a nice
for
day.
being here. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay, next item is the final hearing, Attorney Days.
And those were put on in error as well. As you know, Sean Allen is still on trial. I think they're scheduled to finish, I believe, tomorrow or Monday. So those will be tabled until such time he can appear.
Okay. Okay. Do you have anything on new business? No.
No, the only thing I want to mention though is I sent you all copies of an email that was sent to the licensee by Aqua, by Betsy Johnson, the president of the Aqua Association. And I will tell you, I didn't speak to Ms. Fiore personally, but she was taken aback by the tone of the letter. And again, I just want to stress and reiterate that neighborhood councils, I live downtown. I know that they are important and we want them to have a voice. However, this commission is charged with the responsibility and authority to make decisions sometimes that are contrary to what the neighborhood council has requested. I do not think that as a result of that, licensees should feel that, you know, I believe that Ms. Fiore responded that she felt it was a threat. So I just want to share that with the commission, the email, because I think it's important in the scheme of things to, and it's important for the neighborhood councils to understand that while their voice is important and we do want to hear it, it is not dispositive and something I've always said. So I also sent a note to Ms. Johnson communicating that, in fact, their wishes were known at that meeting and that they, you know, the neighborhood council wanted midnight, but you as a board had elected to give them a 2 a.m. closing time. In addition to that, I also communicated to her that while there have been occasions where other licensees have entertained a second visit or a third visit to a neighborhood council or agreeing to a site visit, that it's strongly suggested that they go before the neighborhood council. There is nothing that directs them that they have to go back 2 or 3 times or do a site visit. So I haven't heard back from Ms. Johnson yet, but I anticipate that I will have a conversation with her just so everyone is on a similar understanding or recognizes and understands the roles of the parties. So I wanted to share that with the commission, and that's why I sent the email that Ms. Johnson wrote, as well as my reply. In addition to that, I sent the email that she forwarded to Ms. Fiore.
But I'd also like to mention that I was a little taken back also by the fact that Ms. Johnson has reached out to a colleague of mine requesting my presence at one of their meetings, actually their next April meeting as well. I don't know what is in, you know, her agenda, what is she thinking? But based on what I read from the email, she doesn't think that I'm prepared or understand what the relationship is between the commission and the neighborhood council. So I will be talking to you, Attorney Days, in regards to, you know, an answer to her request. I don't want to just say the wrong thing too much or not enough of. So I will be meeting with you and I'm showing you the letter that I put together, and then we'll just send it to Ms. Johnson.
Okay. And I also think, again, I think that the community needs to be of the mindset that this is a board. It's a collective group. It's not one person. It's not one person who dictates what happens and what doesn't happen. It is a culmination of the commission that votes and makes decisions. And as such, and Ms. Johnson, I think if in fact she would like to speak with you, Madam Chairwoman, my suggestion would be that she come before the commission and speak to all of you, as opposed to a side meeting or meeting with neighborhood council. Now, eventually, if you guys opt to, maybe after COVID clears or whatever, maybe we'll do a road show, or maybe we'll have and invite all the neighborhood councils to come, and have their questions answered or heard. But again, I think that it is not a one-person show. And I'm not sure if people believe that in the past, but it's my hope that they understand that it's a commission, and collectively you vote. Collectively you decide, what direction to go in. Keeping in mind neighborhoods, because they're important. But again, I just think that, as I said, I think Ms. Johnson's letter was inappropriate to the licensee. I do.
Right.
And now that we have received that email, we put on alert now that any information that comes through, we have to check out the facts and make sure that it's credible.
I think so. I think we should do that with all of them, but it's not a good message to say you start out on the wrong foot and then you say in capital letters, part of it, you better not have any incidents there. I think the tone and tenor of that was inappropriate to send to a licensee. I do.
Absolutely.
Great.
Okay. And that's all I have to say about that. So we have a number of violation reports.
Attorney Days, before we move on to the violations, I do have a question. Did we ever hear from Panache?
We did not.
So what does that mean? Are they operating without a manager of record?
They should not be operating with without a manager of record. Candidly, I don't know that they're open very much, but I'll double back. Are they open?
Yeah, they are open.
Panache, the banquet hall?
Not the banquet hall, but the
other part.
Right,
so you know what?
Right.
I'll double back tomorrow with Cheryl Gentles, who well, she can't represent them, but she appeared on their behalf. So I will double check with her. Yeah, the big boy side. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, the big boy side. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Big
Okay,
boy.
thank you.
The big
Thank
boy
you.
side is the one we traditionally have a problem with. It's not the banquet hall, right?
Right. But it's under the one license.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
so I will check on that tomorrow. Thank you, Madam Chairperson.
Okay. So we do have a long list of violations. And we did agree that we were not going to read the violations. So did all commissioners have an opportunity to read the violations?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions on the top shelf report? Okay. Anybody feel there should be action taken or no action?
Police is just sending this to us for our information. So the manager of record did call. There didn't seem to be a disturbance inside the premises. Seems to be a lot of shooting going on in that area, though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So no action?
No action.
Make a motion to take no action. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Okay, Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner Cade,
Yes.
Commissioner Ramirez,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. Okay, our
Just for the record,
second,
John, just for the record, I love to hear you say yes. I don't know what it is about how you say it.
I know, I've been
Very
practicing.
commanding.
I've been practicing, actually. Yes.
Yes.
It's a delayed response.
Yeah. Comes out slowly.
okay, next one is Christopher's Tavern. There was a disturbance. Any questions or concerns on this report? No, so,
They're just sending it to us for review. Seemed like quite a dust up there, but they did call the police and the police were there, so.
Right.
so no action?
No.
Motion to take no action.
Yeah.
Do I hear a
Okay,
second?
There a second?
Second.
Okay, Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner Cade,
Yes.
Commissioner Ramirez,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. Nathan Bill.
I don't know. Peter said it better than you that time.
I just,
You know,
he caught me off guard there.
this Nathan Bill's report, 19 years and I have never had a report of a girl walking around the bar licking people's faces.
Right, that was a little strange. That was strange. So no action on Nathan Bill?
They made her leave.
No.
I would make a motion to take no action. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Okay.
Commissioner Kane,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner Ramirez,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes.
More of a S sound at the end. Practice.
Malecon.
Oh, boy.
Okay,
Never heard that. Oh, never mind.
okay, Malecon.
Yeah, and I will tell you that I'm going to get entertainment hearings going for them as well.
So they have a noise or a violation and a smoking violation. They don't have a smoking license.
Right. So, so action on both
Make a motion for pre-hearing conference.
a pre-hearing.
Second.
Okay, Commissioner Kane,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner Ramirez,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. Okay, Aquarius gunshot. No action. I didn't see, I didn't read a reason for take action. So make a motion, no action for Aquarius.
Second.
Okay, Commissioner Cade,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner Ramirez,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. Palades. This was a strange one too.
This is kind of disturbing. The neighbor gets a window shot out.
Right. This was scary and I mean, for, like you said, Peter, for the neighbors, it was strange, but I make a motion for no.
I have a question. If is Barry on?
Yes.
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 Yeah, go ahead.
Barry.
Good evening, Barry. Do you happen to know, did we ever get a chance to look through the video at that place?
There was no exterior video. It was just interior, and his interior video, it basically captures the register, like the hallway by his office and the kitchen. So that's what his 3 cameras capture inside. There are no exterior cameras.
Did the Dunkin' Donuts cameras pick anything up?
Nothing of use. It was too far away.
So there was shell casings and actual bullets found in the parking lot?
I know there were shell casings. I'm not sure if there was a projectile. The manager there, when I spoke to him, he said where they found it was, I don't know if you're familiar with it at all, but it's on the corner and their door is closer to Boston Road.
Yeah.
It was at the other end of the parking lot, so not where the door to the establishment is. It's further in the parking lot. He indicated there were no problems inside, and it was mostly females there for some kind of bridal shower, I believe he said. It's a brunch they do every Sunday.
Okay, so we don't have any indication that it started from inside and triggered outside?
None at all.
Okay.
And I think that one of the bullets hit a car, am I correct?
Correct. It was actually the bartender's car. It was in the parking lot. So one hit that and one hit the house on the street adjacent to the property.
So just someone randomly walking down Tembe Street started shooting a gun in Pilates parking lot.
Right. The only video, RTAC, which was, I'm assuming there's a city camera somewhere in the area.
Yeah.
They captured a guy that was on Tembe going towards Boston, but they couldn't even confirm he was involved. So they saw him running, whether he was an intended target or the shooter, they couldn't determine from the video. I'm assuming because of the distance.
And they aren't required to have cameras because they don't have a security plan, correct?
Correct. They have no security plan.
So we would really have no reason to bring them in and recommend that they have cameras in the parking lot?
Oh,
I don't.
not really. I mean,
No.
it's not connected to their establishment. So, I mean, it could be a parking lot anywhere, right?
Yeah,
Right.
the neighbor must be very concerned. Someone shot the window out of my house, I'd be concerned.
And it's unusual for Pilate because they
Yes.
don't have any problems there at all.
No.
Well, we really don't know if they're connected with this problem at all. So
Right.
Right, other than it being in their parking lot.
right,
Right.
it could have started anywhere.
Mhm.
And
They
ended
could
up
have just
there
pulled
somehow.
over and went into the parking lot and started
Right.
arguing or.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
So I make a motion with no action if
Second,
Okay, Commissioner Cade,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
yes.
Commissioner Ramirez,
yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. Okay, Mardi Gras. Any comments on Mardi Gras?
This was an employee in the parking lot after closing hours, having a fight with a patron who left the premises. Is that right?
I don't believe he was a patron.
He wasn't a patron. Oh,
I don't believe so. I think
So
it's,
somebody walked through the parking lot?
I believe he's a homeless male that
Oh.
was in the area
Okay,
and may have made comments to that employee's girlfriend.
oh,
Okay,
and that employee has been terminated? Yes, okay,
He has, yes.
okay. Make a
Okay.
motion to take no action.
is there a second? Okay, Commissioner Cade,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner Ramirez,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. Okay. I think that is it.
Woo-hoo.
Yes, record time.
Wait, don't we have one more? Don't we have Christopher's Package Store? We have Christopher's Tavern and we have Christopher's Package Store.
No, we had Christopher's Tavern.
Well, there was in the brief, the briefs, I think there is a Christopher's package store, yeah. And it's I think you're right there. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. In the March 10th.
Yeah,
And which one you said, I'm sorry?
It's a
It's just
Christopher
Christopher-
package store arrest March 10th. People in the parking lot.
Okay. I did not see that one, but
We didn't get a redacted report on that, but
okay,
it's on the agenda.
okay. Okay, so no action?
No, I make a motion to take no action.
Okay. Commissioner Kane,
Yes.
Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner Ramirez,
yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes.
All right.
All right.
So if we don't have anything else, then I make a motion that we adjourn at 6:24 PM.
Second.
Okay,
Yes.
Commissioner Kane?
Yes.
Yes. Commissioner Singleton,
Yes.
Commissioner Ramirez,
Yes.
Commissioner Espinosa, yes. Okay, good night, everyone.
Night.
Night.
Right. No, who
Good night.
seconded, I'm sorry, who seconded Christopher's package store?
Oh,
Who was that?
Andrew.
Okay,
I did.
very good.
Yeah, I think
All
Andrew
right.
did.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. Have a good night.
good
Thank
night.
you.
Good night, everyone.
All right.